Hey guys, I'm back in action. I mean, my shoulder still hurts, but regardless, back in action. I did do a pitch for a follow up to New Nightmare last week. It's only got 2 views so far, so get a chance to watch that, sure. I worked very hard on that 5 minutes that I put that together. Anyway, I think it's only 5 minutes, so it's a pretty quick pitch. But like I said, not all of these are going to be like 30 minutes long, you know. Some of them are like, so sometimes I just think of it off the top of my head. I'm like, oh, what could we do here? What could we do here? So today we're going to do a couple of different pitches. I said, as I posted on the community page, me and Anna will rank our favorite movies of the year and all that. We might make a worse list too. We'll just have to look at all the movies I've seen. I'm still going to try to see a few movies before tomorrow. I don't know if we're seeing Violent Night or Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Right? One of those two, most likely. We'll see tomorrow. And then we're going to watch Glass Onion and all that too. So, and I might rent Terrifier 2 because I haven't seen that. And Smile. There's a couple more movies I want to see before the year's over, which is very, very soon. So, unfortunately, I had this unfortunate situation happen where the TV that I have in here, it's an old little flat screen, small TV. And the remote, actually, the batteries, we hadn't used it in so long because I'm usually streaming on the computer, that the batteries actually like melted in the thing. And once I tried to put new battery, take those bad batteries out and put the new batteries in, the remote's basically screwed. So I either have to get a new remote or whatever. We have a TV out there, but it's like an old box TV. Eventually, we're going to get a new flat screen. But I had also bought a Blu-ray DVD player to replace the Sony one I have, which still works, but it's starting to, you can tell I've had it for a long time. It's probably going to fade out eventually. But as it turns out, that has to have HDMI cables, which this TV has, but that TV does not have. So currently I can't even use the thing I bought for Christmas until I get a new flat screen TV or I find a universal remote for this one. So that was an all boring story that I had to tell you before this pitch. But I thought it was important to mention. Hope your guys' Christmas was good. Mine wasn't too bad. I got Ralph Macchio's book, so I look forward to reading that. A couple other cool things. Lots of clothes, so that was good. Still nursing this shoulder. It's not too bad. It basically I got it checked out. It's basically a strain. I hit the ice and all that, so it's really still pretty swollen, like right at this spot here. There's the other spot right here it's the bruising is starting to turn yellow, which is kind of gross looking, but it's a sign that part is at least healing. So if I could get this part to heal, that'd be great. So just trying to take it easy, ice it and all that stuff. But they said it'd be about 2 weeks of light duty at work and stuff like that. So it's not, hopefully they'll heal soon. But yeah, so anywho, what else was I got? There was something I was saying. There was a point to that TV thing, I think. Oh, that's why I was going to rent movies, but I also, if I do, I have to hook the DVD player that I have out to that TV. And so that's a possibility. I might see those movies and rent those from Redbox or something, or stream them or something. But there's no guarantees. It's like 2 days. I got 2 days to see movies before the year's out. So if I don't see them, they just won't be on the list, and we'll watch them later. So cool. I also might go over and see all the stuff I've streamed this year, but good God, I stream a lot of stuff, so it's going to be hard to remember if it was something that came out this year or something that I watched an old show or whatever. Also, after I do these pitches, I have a pitch for this, I have a pitch for a sequel to the remake, and then I'm going to have my own personal pitch for A Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm going to call it a quadrilogy because it would be 4 movies is what I would lay it out. But this is kind of my own personal pitch. If the Craven Estate would like to hear me, they're not watching, I know this. But so that would be all I'll do today. I just want to try to, since I didn't get to do a whole lot last week for either channel, which we'll be doing stuff for Adam and Anna tomorrow too. I had a pop on the way home. If you can't tell, that's why my mouth runs 20 miles per hour. So anyway, right now I'm having some emergency. Keeping healthy in this flu season. And then I also have some polar seltzer, which my mother-in-law buys it when I'm there, just so I'm not like drinking pop all the time. And so I drink water too. It's not like I'm drinking pop all the time anyway, but I do drink pop, and that's just what it is. It's just, I work an overnight job. I don't drink energy drinks because those are probably about as awful for you, but maybe more. And I just never like the taste of them. So, I drink pop, occasionally. Not all the time. And so I try to balance it out more. I used to be really bad. But Anyway, that's a great story, Adam. This has nothing to do with the fucking pitch, Adam. Get to the freaking point. Anyway, so yeah, I hope you're enjoying these Nightmare pitches. I realize they're not getting as many views as the Halloween pitches, which is sad, because I really thought we were onto something here, guys. I thought we were connecting. Anyway, no, it's all good. Hopefully you enjoy these. I'll try to do some Friday the 13th ones, too. That'll probably be the next series I go after. But yeah, I might take a break from that and do some other stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you enjoying these pitches, or you're just like, I'm tired of hearing this guy talk. Just get off the screen, man. Just go away. Get away. I mean, don't do that. That's mean. 'Tis the season to not be an asshole. Thank you. Anyway, all right. So anyway, here's our first pitch. We got 3 of these to do. So they'll all be in a row, and they'll all be up on the channel today. So you'll have lots to watch, guys. Lots to watch to wrap up the new year. Anyway, here's our pitch. This is a Freddy vs. Jason sequel, if things had, which they were talking about doing, and then they didn't end up being a comic book. I think they did. So what I would do is I say let's go balls to the wall. Let's get the some other characters in here too. So Freddy vs. Jason, we take it to hell. Let's bring in fucking Pinhead. Let's bring in Pinhead and the Cenobites. Let's make this shit fun. But not only that, let's bring in fucking Ash. I know they've in the comics. Let's fucking do Ash. Why not? Bruce Campbell. Let's get him in there. Just make it a really like I liked Freddy vs. Jason. A lot of people didn't like Monica Keena as the final girl and all that. I thought she was fine. But I think the best parts of the film was literally them fighting each other, really. So, I mean, it's like I said, as I said before, it's a great Nightmare on Elm Street movie. It's not as good of a Friday the 13th movie, is what most people would say. And I would agree with that. I like both characters just fine. But, and I think a lot of people were mad that Kane Hodder wasn't playing Jason and all that. And I can see that. He had a lot of connection to that character and was very animated and stuff like that. So I can respect that. Although I did like the guy that played him in the remake. I thought he was pretty good. He also played Swamp Thing in that very short-lived Swamp Thing show that was actually really good, but they were stupid and canceled it. Because DC got a DC. Anyway, but that's what I would say. Let's go balls to the walls of this scene. Let's have it be in hell. Let's really focus on, now Freddy, of course, now he's in hell. He can regrow his body because at the end of the other one, he just had his head and he winked at the camera. But let's get Kane Hodder back. Nothing against the other guy. I'm sure he's a nice guy. Kane Hodder's back. There you go. Boom. We get Kane Hodder back to play Jason. We go to hell because, hey, Jason went to hell anyway, right? We go to hell. We meet the Cenobites there too. Maybe Freddy's trying to do some crazy shit. And, somehow Ash gets tied in here too. Why not? So it'll be a very balls to the wall. It'll be very much an action movie. Horror, action, lots of set pieces, demons showing up. Let's just go all the wall. Because there was a lot of good action moments in the last 10 minutes or whatever. But I think a lot of people, much like Godzilla versus Kong, most of the movie you're there to see Godzilla versus Kong. You don't really give a shit about these random human characters that are there and saying lines. And I think that's the thing with Jurassic Park too. I think, some of the characters are okay, but you really see the fucking dinosaurs, And granted, really, the dinosaurs aren't talking, so I understand that movies with that, but you don't have to make that long of a movie. You can make it really relatively short and just have some. I used to love watching Discovery Channel, and they have these reenactments of Triceratops facing off a T-Rex. That shit was awesome. I just do a 20-minute movie of that. I'd be, content. So this won't be a 20-minute movie, but that's what I'm saying though. In terms of go balls to the walls. Freddy vs. Jason 2, let's go to hell or something like that. But yeah, we definitely have the Cenobites in there, and maybe they would even torture both of them a little bit, and Ash would have to be faced off. And how we tie Ash into the story and how he ends up in hell, who knows? It's Ash, Follow up on Army of Darkness a little bit or something. Maybe that's how he ends up there, or maybe follow up on the TV show, which was awesome, by the way. Really enjoyed that, and the ending was great too. Well, yeah, I would definitely get Bruce Campbell in there because, come on, Bruce Campbell, Robert Englund, Kane Hodder, and Doug Bradley as Pinhead. There you go. There's your movie. You don't have to do a whole lot with it. Just make it in hell. Let there be some Hellraiser type scenes. Do some good Jason kills. Just have all sorts of variety. Play with the dream world again. Really just make it the best of both worlds. I'd be tempted to throw Michael Myers in there too, but there's a whole, yeah, we don't want to go too crazy. Maybe if we make a third one, maybe we get Michael Myers in. But well, I do like the idea of people saying Michael Myers in the snow or Jason in the snow. That would be really cool. But yeah, as long as I would do that, guys, that's what I would do with that. If I could stop talking, slow down, Adam, slow down. But yeah, so like I said, basic pitch, balls to the wall sequel. Just have lots of action, lots of, some quips here and there from Freddy, because it's what Freddy does. And Ash would too. They'd be trying to out-quip each other. Or maybe even Ash gets stuck in a nightmare, hey, why not? He's been fighting Deadites all this time. Ash has a nightmare. He gets stuck in Freddy's world and goes to hell. That's where they're at. So why not? Let's just go balls to the wall with it. Let's have a good time. I think it would do well. I really do. I think they had this movie a couple years ago. I never saw it, but they were calling it the Expendables of horror things because it had Kane Hodder, Robert Englund. I think Tony Todd might have been in it too. But it really wasn't. I think the problem with it was it wasn't like they were playing their characters. They were just playing these prisoners. So I don't think it really did well. But if you have a bunch of these guys playing these characters, I think money, bank. People will love those characters and love these actors playing them. Bank. I would definitely think bank on that shit, baby. Freddy vs. Jason 2, balls to the wall, action, comedy, horror, mix it all together, why not? And let's just have a good time and make some money at the box office. I think a lot of people would like that and probably watch it, honestly. And I think it would do better than the first one, honestly. Which I didn't mind the first one. I really enjoyed it. It was something cool to see because it had been talked about for so many years. And was it perfect? No, but it's decent. It's a good watch. I still enjoy watching it. So yeah, cool. So that would be my Freddy vs. Jason Part 2, mixed in with Ash and Pinhead and the Cenobites in there. My favorite Cenobite is definitely the teeth guy. I love that guy. It was Chatter or something, I think his name is. Yeah, he's fucking awesome. I just love the it just cracks me up. I don't know. Yeah, me and Anna actually rewatched Hellraiser and Hellraiser 2 recently. We still haven't watched the new one yet. I heard it was decent, but not as good as it could have been. I've heard the person playing Pinhead was good though. But yeah, I haven't had a chance to watch that. So that was on that list of movies I haven't seen yet either. Prey was awesome though. But yeah, so yeah, we enjoyed that. It was good to rewatch those two movies because they're really good. I really like Hellraiser 2. I think it's I think it's even better than the first, honestly. Although the first is really good too. But there's some good stuff in there. I wish they had gotten the original plot, which Andy Robinson would have come back and she would have been in hell looking for her dad. That was the original plan, but I guess they weren't able to get him back, which would have been cool. I'm just rambling now, so you can click this off at any point. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll be back with a sequel pitch to the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Do our best. Yeah. But I hope you enjoyed this pitch, guys. Like and subscribe. It's a new year coming up. Hope you guys all have a happy and safe new year. Hope 2023 is a good year for you. I've had some ups and downs this year, some personal stuff, and, some deaths in the family and stuff, which are never fun, and this wonderful shoulder injury that I really wasn't asking for. Thanks a lot, stupid black guys. But I'm doing okay. I'm hanging in there, trying to rest this weekend and hopefully get this thing healed as soon as possible. All right, guys, cool. So I'll be back in a few here with the next pitch. Thanks for watching.